diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. Yeah, we Ric Flairing on them niggas. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairing, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. One eye open like Betty Wops and find to these Urkels that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like them other guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing sun up, baby.
Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered the least. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty. Listen, we back with another one. The Afterglow show. We in here. All right, we in here. We in here. Me, your boy Kofi. We in here as the only way you know how to do. All right, before we get started, make sure you like the stream. Go ahead and do that. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. And listen, as always, if you don't like nothing I say, you can
if I make you feel some type of way.
It's just that simple, but let's get it right into it. Give it up for my co-host, Kobe Hemingway. My bad, I got you muted. That's on you. Go ahead.
What up, boy?
Where your glasses at, man? You look different. You see me?
Stop it. Yes, I see you.
Oh, okay. All right. Thought your wife would be over there handing them through the frame like this.
Hey, if you see it, you didn't see it. How about that?
She be like, here you go, babe. drop them over top of the screen. Go there. Yeah, man. Hey, how was your weekend, though, Cole?
It was amazing, man. It was cool. Weather was great. Got an opportunity to work with some clients, talk to some people. You know, it's all good. Mm-hmm.
He said no John Sally glasses. Oh, man, I'm sorry. All right, go ahead. So you said you met some clients. What else?
Ate some good food, fellowship with my mom, you know, all of that stuff.
That's
I
good.
hadn't seen her in a few weeks just because she went out of town to Chicago to see her people, see her brothers and sisters. So they got together and everything. They were with each other, I want to say, the last 3 weeks. So
Shot-town.
Cool. Shot-town.
Shot-town. All right, the Shire. Yeah, I heard it's pretty good, though. All right, so listen, man, we're going to get right into it. We're going to start with a little basketball. We don't really talk about that very much. KD's legacy. They are currently down at halftime, all right? But if he gets swept by the Celtics, what is Kevin Durant's legacy? Now, this is just a quick note. With Golden State, he had 2 rings. With the Nets, he has not gone past the second round. What is KD's legacy?
He's in the second tier of great, you know. Mm-hmm. He's not in that LeBron class or Jordan conversation. He's like that second tier. But you can't diminish his ability or his talent. I think that what people are seeing is the fact that he can't carry a team totally by himself. And really no great champion really ever has. It's unfortunate that he just made that decision to leave the Warriors the way that he did, to go to Brooklyn to get to be in purgatory like that, bro. I mean, it's like Kyrie Irving just gave him the okie doke. I'm here. I'm going to be there, bro. I'm going to be there. Psych. I'm going. Hey, look. Yeah. Like Homer Simpson be going in the bushes and everything.
Oh,
Do that again. I'm going to be there, dog. I'm going to be there.
You can count on me. You can count on me.
Oh man. He's sitting up there like, he got it going on, bro. I'm gonna be there. We gonna be like LeBron, bro. It's gonna be like the old days, bro. We gonna get out there. We gonna make it happen. Yeah, I'm gonna be right there, dog.
Keep playing. I'm gonna be right there.
Keep playing, dog. I'm coming back like Jordan and them.
Oh man. You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, and you got my boy Harden. Oh, Harden gonna be here right there with me. Right?
Yeah, Harden gonna be there, bro. He gonna be making all the
just like, ease on down the road.
It's a big magic trick. It must be some witchcraft going on up there in Brooklyn, bro.
You know what?
Either that or KD breath is really bad. Like his breath is stink or something.
No, it's the hair. I think it's the hair. But they left that boy. They left that boy like on the Wiz when he was on when Michael was on the. Come on, guys. Let me down.
You can't win. You can't break even, and you can't get out of the game. People get think things are gonna change, but they look just like they stand the same. You can't win. but you only got yourself to blame. You can't win, child. You can't break even. You can't get out of the game.
Oh, man.
You can't get out.
Boy, listen, that is Kevin Durant's theme song today. Oh my God. That was funny. I needed that laugh. For me, it signifies what I always thought of KD. Point blank, period. I thought he was always a B plus. I never thought he was an A guy. Because to me, if you're an A guy, you never allow what Russell Westbrook did to you in OKC. You never let that happen. You never let him shoot you out of three consecutive games to not get to the finals. You never let that happen if you're that guy. And to me, he made Maryland look bad, where you go to the team that you were up 3-1 on and you flip the table and you go join a 73-9 team. Like, and you're supposed to be one of the greatest scorers of all time, and that's what we doing? That's weak stuff. So then
he's second tier of great. Yeah.
So for me, I'm glad he's getting everything he deserved, because this is who Kevin Durant is. If he never goes to Golden State, he never wins a ring. I'll stand on that. You can't.
Oh, straight up.
If he never goes to Golden State, he never wins a ring. It's straight just. Up. But see, this is what the NBA players are afraid of. The NBA players are afraid of becoming Charles Barkley.
Well, you see, now Charles obviously ain't necessarily hurting. People only got one thing on him, the fact he doesn't have a ring. But Charles is great.
But hold up. People seeing Charles and Shaq every time they get in an argument. What does Shaq say? Hey, Charles, you got one of these? You got one of these? So shut up. Yeah, you don't got one of these. Shut up. Shut up. I got 3 of them things. 4 of them things. You got one? You don't. Shut up. That's all you hear. So nobody wants to be the butt of those jokes. You know what I'm saying? So these superstars feel less super if they don't have championship rings. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they go down as a Charles Barkley when they're in conversations, and now you're not, you're getting looked at like that.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's going to be a part of his legacy, but I'm glad that he made the decision to at least get 2 with Golden State. He was dumb to leave that squad. Like, come on, bro. Like, just Kyrie literally gave him the okie doke.
I'm gonna be right there. I'm gonna be right there.
I'm gonna be there, dog. I'm gonna be there.
Hey, that's when you be in a fight and you be like, hey man, you gonna be with me? Man,
yeah, I got your back, dog. I got your back.
Go ahead, set it up, man. Set it up. Yeah. I'm right here, dog.
Listen. I got your back.
You got my back. I got your back. You got my back. I got your back.
Oh God.
That's funny, but you'll see what it is. All right, first question up. Who? Hey, there we go. All right, top 5 answers on the board. All right. Sir. Who will be the first HBCU player taken in the 2022 draft? What you got on the Kofi?
I got Marquise Bell.
Oh, Marquise Bell. Is he up there? For me, I think I'm going to go the boy from Fayetteville State, Joshua Williams. I think he's rated really high, has great size. I think, I'm with Cut on this one. I think Joshua Williams is the first player off the board. So we'll come back to this after the draft. We will see. That's how you know Blue. He don't know how to play Family Feud. This is how you know he don't know how to play Family Feud. He giving 2 answers. He don't the show. You only can give. He hitting the buzzer. Marquise Bell or John Carter, Steve. What? That's not how the game is played, Blue. It's not how the game is played. Give him the X. Come on, man. You at bars. That's not how the game is played, man. Come on, man. Jesus. All right. Next up. Hey. Kobe, rank your top 3 spring games.
Okay. As much as I hate to say it, you have to give Jackson State 1 because of ESPN and just the hype surrounding it. Wasn't a well-played game, great play game, but just the hype surrounding it, being on ESPN, publicizing HBCUs. J-State is number 1. Grambling, I'm going to give them the 2, and FAM the 3.
Oh, man, you know what? It's reversed for me. FAM is number 1. Grambling is number 2, and Jackson State is number 3. And the reason Jackson State is number 3 is because what they put on the field. What they put on the field was god awful. It was god awful. Like FAMU had a better showing overall. Grambling, you know what? I can't even do that. I gotta flip it. I'll go Jackson State number 2, Grambling number 3. Because what Jackson State put on the field was a lot better than Grambling.
Now, what I will say from the actual presentation of the entire spring game, you could definitely give FAMU the dub because they actually had a freaking draft. You know, so they involved you in that. The crowd was great. The band was there. And it was pretty good. You know, it gave something people want to see. The broadcast was pretty good. So, yeah.
So, for me, I'm thinking about the whole not just the presentation, but just the whole game in general. I think Grambling for me, since I went there, it gets a boost because of the festivities around it. The festivities around it was absolutely amazing. The tailgate, the people that was there, it was packed. It was dope. It was just dope. You
had A-list. I mean, like you had NFL celebrities there.
Yeah, Pilot was
wanted
there.
To connect with Hugh. I mean, that's big, bro.
Yeah. So Pivot was there. It was just a dope environment. So I just think those are my top 3. For if anybody else want to give their top 3 in the comments, you can also
Alabama
as well.
A&M is not even close to. They had a game in the freaking morning. Like, who does that?
Yeah, they're like second to last for me. I think the dead last, like for real, like Alcorn is probably like dead last for me. No, Alcorn, like I'm telling you, man, they are the epitome of paint drying. They are boring. Okay. Boring. Let me see what I got. I got another one up here. Oh yeah, I like this one. Question number 3. Let me take this KD legacy check off. Top 5 preseason power rankings. You can give your own, or do you agree? It's on you, Cove.
South Carolina State is arguably number 1. Okay, but they had a 30-7 loss to FAM. But they have everybody returning. So I'm going to go J-State. No, I'm going to go South Carolina State, J-State, FAMU, Southern, and Grambling.
Okay. I definitely got to go. The first 2 are good with me. First 2 are fine with me. I got Bowie State 5. I got Grambling 3. I got FAM 3.
Who's 4?
I'm trying to figure it out. Listen, I know a lot of people are going, man, listen, a lot of people are not going to like me for this one. A lot of people are not going to like me for this one. I got to go with Texas Southern. I gotta go. I gotta listen, man. Like it was between them or Southern. And I really wanted to go with Southern, but I was giving them so much flack for the hire that I would have been like, Scotty, you was all Dooley, da. So it was really between Texas Southern and Southern. You know what I'm saying? So I really wanted to go Dooley because of the coaching, but I think players make plays, and I that's why I went with Andrew Body. So that's why I would go with Texas preseason power rankings because quarterbacks mean something in this league. That's just my thing. Quarterbacks mean something in this league, and I think what Andrew Body is for Texas Southern is everything. You know what I'm saying? So no A&M. I'm not a believer. I'm sorry, I'm not a believer yet. Listen, I am not a believer in that team. Not yet. Not even close. They gotta have to show me something. They gonna really have to show me something. But yep, those are my little oh, hey. All right, just wanted to throw that out there.
That's
All right,
nice, bro. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to this FAMU. Part 2. This FAMU and some foolishness. Listen, I know a lot of people heard you on the ONG Strike Zone. I was telling people to say, I wanted you to say some of that heat. You was bringing some heat. Boy, you was bringing some heat on the ONG. They couldn't. Hey, we was like, hashtag free Kofi. Everybody from Off Script was over there. Free my man, Kofi. This got my man locked up. Won't let my man speak. Nah, I didn't say that.
Wakanda forever, bro. Y'all was in that deep.
We was in there deep, man. Y'all had a hell of a show. You, Brian. Listen, Kelvin was bringing heat. You know what I'm saying? Kelvin was being his name. He was bringing heat. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, oh, this is a good show. Let's talk about your boy, right? Because all right, before I bring up this slide, Miss Tiffany Green said something, and she was like, there was no real answer. She gave she kind of gave a roundabout viewpoint of it, and she was just like, there's no real answers. Then I heard from one of your alums, and he was like, the more you keep digging, you're going to find an answer that you probably do not like. But back to the main factor. Go Shay, Olay, it don't matter. That boy fired.
Listen. So,
man.
You funny, bro. That is classic. Do that one more time, man. One more time for the people.
Go Shay, Olay, it don't matter. That boy fired.
Bruh. So, when everything first, and I told, when we had the show last Tuesday, I knew what was going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, my heart is deeply entrenched into Rattler Nation and what happens there and what we do and how we do it and all this other stuff. So my first reaction was a lot like Florida Evans when James died and everything. I was like, damn. I was like that. But
no, you was like this. You was like, hey, so deep in my feelings. You was in your feelings.
I was deep in my feelings, bro. But at the same time, I also knew of a number of different things that were in question concerning AD Crochet. And I knew it was coming. I just didn't know. And once by Tuesday night came, I was like, it's coming. I was like, get your popcorn ready. It's going to be hot because I knew it was going to talk about it. But the way that President Robinson handled it and is still handling it, he gets an F. You can't make a move like the one you make without having a plan B, which means you're going to bring somebody else in there because you have plenty of time. Like this thing has been going since at least last June. All right. At least last June. So you mean to tell me since last June, you're going to hit me up and tell me the decision you're going to make and then just F it up the way that he did, without having somebody in there in his top 3. Because Mike Smith is the interim. So where does that leave the program? So that brings me back to the whole Larry Robinson thing. Like, you don't have a sincere value for FAMU athletics if you don't have a plan. If you didn't have a team of people that were in your corner telling you how to manage this crisis, you get a freaking F. Mm-hmm. Because Rattler Nation is as engaged an alumni base and fan base as there is. So you have to know that we are going to have a ton of questions. You just saying, okay, well, old boy resigned is not going to get it. People are going to want to know why you made the decision you made. And it's not fair. It just makes people not trust him, you know. And I know he's not the chattiest guy. Well, hire some goddamn body to do it for you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to talk. You're not the chattiest person. Hire somebody that's got some wit, that's got some personality, like the president. When the president didn't want to talk to people, he had a couple of people get up there for him and be the spokesperson and get out there and say something so he didn't have to be in front of the microphone and the cameras. It's ridiculous. You owe us a press conference, Dr. Roberts. You owe us a press conference. It's ridiculous. Stop running. Stop hiding. Don't be a coward. Get up there and tell us what happened.
I need a disclaimer button, man. That was I need one of those black college old bowling strike zone disclaimers. You know what I'm saying? Like, the thoughts and views and opinions are not a reflection. Yes, they are. They are a direct reflection of me.
Listen,
that's how I feel.
Stop, man. Stop acting like a, you know, I almost said punk. Stop punking out.
You know, hey, black men and punk, that word does not go very well. That word does not go very well.
Stop punking out and say next? What needs to be said.
What's next? What's next for the FAMU Rattlers?
Well, you know, we gonna be, as my boy, we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. Okay. You know, the good thing is football season is right around the corner. So you're gonna have a ton of energy surrounding that. Mm-hmm. But this still has to be dealt with. Like, Dr. Robinson is not going to get away with not saying anything over the next 2 weeks. He's going to have to either send somebody to say something or he's going to have to release a statement of some sort. Okay? Because just leaving it out there like that leaves up too much speculation, and you open the door for the wrong people to speculate. And I'm a clear believer that when you see confusion, it's there because of a lack of leadership and because you're unwilling to speak truth to power. God is not the author of confusion. So when you see confusion, you know it's out of order.
Decency and in order.
Come on.
In order. Okay, that's how we do it over here. In decency and order.
Give me some order, FAMU. Come on now. We are better than that. Now, what's next is the alumni convention is June 1st through the 5th. It's going to be lit because now people are looking at Dr. Robinson like, we need another president and we need a permanent AD. So there's going to be pressure that's going to be on both of those issues. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking for this move to get resolved. There are people that are indeed inquiring about the position, looking into it. And so you're going to be hearing candidates sometime within the next month or so, because they have to get this fixed. We cannot go into the fall. I want to say by October with Mike Smith. That just tells me that Dr. Robinson didn't have a plan and he needs to go.
And somebody said, I think Dr. Robinson's contract runs through the end of this year. He's
going to be gone. He is not going to be renewed.
Let's get it. Is that breaking news? Is that breaking news, Cove?
That's me telling you he's not going to get another chance. Because see, again, you have this debacle. Mm. There's also a lawsuit that's out there. Now, let me say with the debacle with Gaucher, he wasn't wrong with getting rid of Gaucher. I'm going to just leave it there. He was not wrong. The way it was handled was suspect, but Dr. Robinson is as methodical as a guy. He's a nuclear physicist. He's a scientist. So before he makes a move, there's that whole hypothesis, an educated guess. He has to have information and data before he makes a move. He's not going to make a move without information and data. He had plenty of information and data on the decisions and different things that happened with A.D. Gaucher. So he was not wrong with that. Now, that whole contract thing that they let get out, again, that's just bad management of situations. You got to get ahead of that and say, XYZ, the contract, they have nothing to do with it. We decided to go in a different direction based off the information we have. And unfortunately, because there are some things that are under litigation, I can't comment on it at this time. But trust and know, Rattler Nation, we're going to be all right. He says that we good. But he said nothing. Not a goddamn thing. So he's got to do better in that regard.
All right, so I'll open the call lines up.
There is one other participant in the conference.
I'm going to get to you, Bobby. There's one more thing I want to discuss. And I don't know if people are going to like this. I'm going to call this the crime of the century.
Uh-oh.
I'm calling this the crime of the century. Now, listen, they say if you can't do the time,
don't do the crime.
Don't do the crime.
Uh-oh.
Man,
What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
I knocks not even known it. Hey, listen, I have been getting these comments all damn day. Listen, and this is not the only person that has been DMing me all day long. So once again,
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
All right, so listen, I want to be very clear before I get into this. The reason that I say this is because we're not dealing with normal individuals. Okay, now this is what I want to say. These are the same individuals that leaked a fake schedule just to see who they could trust. It is not in my wildest dreams that they would not set up a situation where you're on national television to make the number one player in the country look that damn good. Okay, I'm going to give you all my reasonings of why it could be possibly staged. All right. Number one, it's a spring game. So anything that goes wrong, they just going to say it's the spring. Who cares? Blah, blah, blah. Right. Rule number two, you know who is bad on that defense. Okay. You know who is bad on that defense, and you put the worst DB in the world on your best player. That's number two. And number two is Deion. I don't put anything past Deion. I don't. I really don't. So that's just me. I've gotten multiple of these comments. You can call it conspiracy. I'm just saying it could be. Listen, like McDonald's, the old McDonald's commercial. It could happen. It could happen. That's all I'm saying.
That's believable, bro. That's believable. And again, just like you said, if you know a person's ability, he wasn't against the ones. Probably wasn't even against the twos.
Oh, that's all I'm saying.
That's ridiculous.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the man sent me to it. I was like, it could be. But at the end of the day,
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys.
Hey, you better watch out, bruh. That dude gonna call you back.
When they come
you was doing a review.
When they come for you. All right, call lines open 516-259-9041, 516-259. 9041.
Oh, really? Somebody call?
It's possible.
Okay.
Hey, how you go? It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible. Anything's possible. Shout out to KG. Hey, what's up, Bobby? Talk to me. Hey, Bobby, you live? Talk to me. Man, I ain't got time for the foolishness.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, too late. Hey, caller, you live? Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, Jack?
I want to get two things about the KD legacy. I think what it shows is that he's not a leader. He could be there'll be a high son because you can sit there and it takes hard work for you to be able to choose your teammates. Like as a superstar, I can't give you that much power. Let you choose a coach, let you choose your teammates, and you not take the blame. Like even with LeBron's situation in LA, he has to take all this.
Every bit of it. Every bit of it. And I love LeBron. Every bit
Did the
of
Lakers win?
Like,
no.
Nah.
They won, in the COVID, but
Yeah, but like even in Miami, he wasn't calling the shots in Miami. That's Pat Riley's thing. He wasn't calling no shots out there. So KD has to own all this, and you're right, him choosing Kyrie, boy, his decision making is bad. With the I'm laughing at the conspiracy thing. I don't think so. I mean, obviously Travis is the number one player in the nation. I mean, everybody knows he's good. I mean, I don't see the point of that. I mean, in sports, and we all play sports, you don't play around with that, even though, I mean, they had ones against twos. I don't doubt that Travis would probably do it against any corner in the SWAC, to be truthful. And you can easily say Nuggets the best corner in the SWAC. He would probably do that not on how many teams in the SWAC, maybe 11? 11 of the best corners in the SWAC, Travis Hunter would probably do that to one-on-one. And we talked about how the quarterbacking is not that good. I mean, how many quarterbacks are actually going to try him? How many quarterbacks that is accurate enough to try him? How many coaches is going to even let their quarterback look that way? So, Deion has the utmost confidence in Shedeur, and he threw it up there, and he took it. And he'll probably do that again to a couple other,
Bro, okay. Hold on, let me stop you because you're rambling. All right. So my thing is this: if you watch the film, right, and I went back and watched the one he threw. Listen, bro. Have you ever played wide receiver?
Yeah, I play slot.
Okay. Well, okay, cool. So when you're doing we'll say, because the slot, let's say you do like a fade route towards the sideline. What's the rule if you're getting a fade ball? Every receiver knows this rule if you're getting a fade ball.
You ain't talking about the why I played in high school. So
yeah, it's still the same rule. It's still the same rule. If you're going for a fade, what's the rule for a receiver?
Turn around, look at the ball.
No, negative. Negative. The rule for the receiver is to leave space between the sideline and the numbers so that the ball gets placed. That's the only place you can catch the ball is on the outside. You get what I'm saying? So the quarterback is throwing to a spot in between the sideline and the numbers. So I'm supposed to stay on the numbers to give the quarterback room to throw the ball, right? If you go back and watch both of the balls, and this is the conspiracy aspect of it, got to call it a spade a spade. It was a bad, it was a horrible ball. I mean, he throws it in the inside of the numbers. That's not even a good ball to throw if it's a jump ball. Even a back shoulder fade has to go to the back shoulder to where, you're running. His momentum goes forward. I come back and catch it. So it was a bad ball. It died early. So Shane Hooks can get it at the apex. It died early and he threw it to the inside. You never throw a fade ball to the inside. It's just bad. Yeah. It's bad.
Yeah. I just think it's, that's very, I don't know. I don't know nobody that is, that's like having a good loss. That's hard to say that, hey, someone is throwing an interception on purpose. Like that is, I don't know. I mean, even in practice, you don't want to, in basketball was my main sport. I ain't trying to miss a bunch of shots even in practice. So to say a quarterback wants to throw an interception on purpose on live TV, I don't know. I think you might be reaching on that. That's hard. Like I don't think no coach wants an interception even in practice.
Okay. I mean, that's how you feel. I just say it was a bad ball.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Being a bad ball and saying, "Hey, I threw this interception on purpose." Them are two different things, though. But you know, I feel what you might be saying, though.
Okay. Hey, appreciate the call, Dre.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let me help people out because people think I be lying about what. See, I can't stand when people say I be lying. It really bothers me. Let me see something real quick since people think. Hold on. I can always show you better. I can tell you. I can always show you better than I can tell you. Let me see. Video file. Download. So since people think I be lying, this is Shane Hooks. This is Shane Hooks against Travis Hunter at practice. All right, now I'm lying. But I'm lying though. Maybe we can watch it again. Maybe we can watch it again. But I'm lying though. Okay, I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure. Okay, but I'm lying though. But you know, teach his own. Teach his own. Teach his own.
Okay, I just.
Hey, caller, you loud. Talk to me.
I just make sure. Okay, but I'm lying.
Still reaching though.
I didn't say I wasn't reaching. I said it's a conspiracy. That's what conspiracy theories are. Come on, man.
Yeah, I don't like conspiracy theories though.
But that's you. This ain't your channel. So what we talking about?
I don't like conspiracy theories because a lot of conspiracy theories happen too much during the election. So, you know, people lying all the time talking about stuff was stolen. But hey, anyway, that's here and there. But anyway, I was calling. Just want to put this out there.
Is it a conspiracy? Is it a conspiracy?
If Goshe go get a job at another HBCU as an AD, I don't think he gonna answer your calls. O'Shea, you were fired. Goddamn, bro. How you do that man like that?
Bruh, I mean, all right. I personally, he's going to get another job. I don't know where he's going to get another job, but he's, you know, a lot of people want him until they find out why he was released. But he's young enough to where people may be willing to take an opportunity or take a chance on him. But his days at FAMU are over, so that's that.
Yeah. Kofi, I really wish you could say what happened because I know there's a lot of juice to it.
It
it's
is.
like on the story times that script be doing. It feels so much like that story time stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of legal stuff that's involved with it. So, you know,
I understand.
You know, so but President Robinson has all of the information, and what I'm saying is he wasn't wrong in getting rid of Goshe.
Yeah.
Dum.
Hey, and now, and this my rankings right here. South Carolina State.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Let that man put his rankings up there.
Put him in the chat like everybody else, Mr. Conspiracy Theorist. Mr. I don't like conspiracy theories. Let me show you how much this is my show. Yeah, I'm gonna show you.
Bad boys.
You something else, boy.
Listen. Hey, man, because at the end of the day, you already know what it is.
I'm petty.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Listen, it's so funny, bro. But hey, that petty song be riding, bro.
Hey, listen, bro. I wake up to it. I really do.
Yeah, that petty song be riding.
It's my alarm clock in the morning.
Yes,
just lets me know that it's time to be petty. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up and do another day of pettiness.
Let's go.
Somebody told I was in my Instagram comments, And shout out to all the South Carolina State fans. They've been following me like crazy. But one lady was like, she was like, I love your pettiness. We got degrees in petty. I was like, I like that.
Listen,
I like that.
I'm here to tell you, look, because I know that you are Jackson State's most wanted. I know they'll feed you and stuff like that, but you'll need security going to Jackson.
Oh, easily. Oh, yeah. Easily.
But if you go to Orangeburg, you get now. Southern University has hands down the best tailgate in the country.
That's what Smash told me. Smash and Penn.
Hands down,
yeah.
Southern University has the best tailgate. But right after them, if they're clicking on all cylinders, South Carolina State is right there.
Man,
you want
listen.
some good back country, low country barbecue with shrimp and grits, bruh. South Carolina State brings it.
Listen, so when I was at the spring game, they played the "Get Up for the Buddha." And I was thinking about you. You was like, you like, "Get up for the Buddha." Everybody get. They was playing that. I was like, Kobe, I thought about you, bro. That joke was funny.
I'm trying to tell you. I see again. That was my first collegiate game was South Carolina State.
Mm-hmm.
I was 2 years old. I remember it. They were playing Virginia State.
You said you was how old?
2.
Dang.
2 years old. Oops upside the head was the chant back then. Get oops upside the head. Say oops upside the head. Say what? Oops upside the head. Say oops upside the head.
Say what?
Who that trying to beat SC State? Who that trying to beat State? Say what? Who that trying to beat SC State? Who that trying to beat State? Yeah. So I grew up.
Hey, that Jake hits, bro. That Jake be right. They need to bring that back.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Bring that back.
Yeah, they crunk, bro. You know, just it pains me to see them go through the way they are, but you know, hey.
And you got an elephant memory.
I do.
Oh, he said you had an elephant memory. That's
that's photographic, bro.
Oh, that's funny. Oh,
I can. I mean, for real, it's the truth. It's like I can tell you the first time I heard the 100, just all of that stuff.
Oh man, that's funny. That's funny.
Oh, you got an elephant memory.
Listen, that was funny. But no, I had a great time down there. Shout out to Dr. Izzy. She's my MEAC booster of the year. So shout out to her. She definitely hooked me up. But for me, you know, going into the season, what are you looking to see? You know, because you know we're kind of winding down on the off season. You know, fall's coming up. You got spring cuts coming up and things like that. Cole, but what are you looking going into the season for next year and in the beginning of fall? Oh, and real quick, I just want to let everybody know I will be at SWAC Media Day. There's no doubt. Listen, I got the right connect that told me I will be at SWAC Media Day. So trust me when I tell you I will be there. But go ahead. So tell the pregame show to move over because I'm gonna have a booth. Black College Sports Network, move over because I'm gonna have a booth and I'm gonna come in sharp, crispy. You know what I'm saying?
So McClellan ain't gonna come up to you and do like this.
I wish he would. I wish he would have.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? Or what you gonna
Keep my name out your mouth.
Listen, I'm gonna be in that jank clean as a whistle too. You know, I'm being that jank clean as, and I'm asking all the questions.
All right. Wow. I mean, you have the usual suspects. You know what to pretty much.
I thought about the Goodfellas when they put a table right there in front. Well, go ahead.
Oh God.
Go ahead.
All right. So you have the usual suspects in what the team that nobody is talking about right now is Norfolk State. and what Odom's has. I think just even with the loss of, you know, their QB and the things that they've had, nobody's even discussing them. But the MEAC is going to be as tough of a conference as it always has been. Just South Carolina State's just better than everybody in that conference. So that's one. The only way they lose is if they take an entire week off and just, you know, just lose it and just fall into just crazy, which they're not going to do because this is pretty much a seasoned team right now. Jackson State's going to be the favorite, followed by FAM, and people following Grambling. So that's pretty much it. You know, dark horse is going to be Alabama State and Texas Southern. I can't put Southern in the dark horse category because they're never really a dark horse. Like people expect Southern to win. And with all this hoopla, like Dooley was so ready to get out of Prairie View to get to Southern, the expectations have to be through the roof. And he's done a good job of, I want to say, reestablishing or replenishing their talent or filling in the holes, so to speak. So they're going to be good to go. It's just going to come down to who's going to, as with every year in football, can you stay healthy at the right time?
For me, and that's a good point. I think for me, and I'm gonna do a little SWAC first and go back to the MEAC. For me, it's all going to be about quarterback play. Quarterback play in trenches. That's what the SWAC is going to come down to, because you saw last year what having an experienced and explosive defensive trench could do for a team in the SWAC. Because if we're being honest, without Jackson State's front seven, they're an average team. They're just a flat out average team. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. So the thing for me is I want to know what that looks like going forward, like what the quarterback play in the SWAC look like. Rashawn McCrary at Southern, Andrew Body, Quincy Casey or Xavier at A&M, Demetrius Davis at Alabama State. Who's Valley going? Is it going to be TJ Goodwin at Valley? Is it going to be PVA&M? What does that look like? You know, so there's a lot of moving pieces, but to me, quarterback and trench play in the SWAC is going to be huge, and I want to see who did their due diligence in filling the spots and holes that needed to be there. And for the MEAC is just a power conference. Can you control the line of scrimmage, which they have a great job of doing? They're usually a more run-first team, run dominant team. You have the Delaware States and the Norfolk States. How do they come back? Norfolk State losing their starting quarterback. You still got JJ Davis. Word on the street is that JJ Davis is not coming back to Norfolk State. So if they lose that is just, that's a huge loss. And then you have Delaware State. What is that offense going to look like? Defensively, they're a very strong team. What does that offense look like? In North Central, you're losing Totten, but you have some other backups. You got your freshman becoming a sophomore at quarterback, or a sophomore going to junior. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things, but in the SWAC, to me, it comes down to quarterback play.
Absolutely.
Man, listen. And, especially your FAMU, Rashawn and Musa, like it comes down to what your quarterback play looks like in the SWAC. And if it don't look good, you do not have a chance.
And I don't want to leave them out because, they're still HBCUs, but both North Carolina A&T and Tennessee State have a solid chance to win their conference, their respective conferences. So legitimately, if everything goes well, we could have as many as 3 HBCUs being considered for the playoffs.
I think that would be great. And Tennessee State is I want to talk to you about this though, because I was talking to somebody about this. I think it was at the South Carolina State game. I was talking about this. If you brought in South Carolina State and Tennessee State, now I don't know how the boundaries look, but if you made this thing an East and West division where FAMU doesn't have to go past Alabama, and so you got Alabama State, South Carolina State, Tennessee State maybe, and then FAM and Bethune. You would have to have one more team. I think it would be, because it would be 14 at that time.
It'd be Jackson State or Valley, one of the two.
Yeah, either one of those two, and then make everybody else West. That would be freaking amazing. I Man, listen.
That would be must see. It's already must see TV
That would be
now.
awesome. I would,
bro.
Yeah, I would listen. If I'm the SWAC commissioner, I'm definitely trying to put that in play, because if you can bring over the South Carolina State, if you bring over South Carolina State and you bring in Tennessee State and you make them an Eastern Division and then make everybody else a Western Division, even though in the way Tennessee State is recruiting, and I think that their skill set is going to go up, if they win the OVC this year and you're able to bring them in, so now you got the former MEAC champion, you got the former OVC champion, now you're really cooking with something. Now the only thing I'm asking going forward is this, right? Can we get some out of conference scheduling? That's all I'm asking. Can we get some out of conference scheduling?
And straight up, Tennessee State is committed to doing that. As you can see with their football schedule, South Carolina State has always had a strong out of conference schedule. It's just that, your FAMUs and your Jackson States, Grambling normally even has a strong out of conference schedule. A&M, Alabama A&M and Alabama State have strong out of conference schedules. It's just that, nobody really cares about Alabama State just yet. But they are but they're coming, and I think that after this year, like I stated openly, I think FAMU versus Kennesaw State would be absolutely amazing over Fort Valley. FAMU versus Mercer would be amazing. FAMU versus Georgia State would be amazing, and all of those are, I believe, winnable games, competitive games. And I think that you get an opportunity to see the measuring stick, or you get an opportunity to see an early season measuring opportunity to see where we are as a team.
Yeah, I really like that when somebody brought it up to me and I started really pondering on it. I thought that was a really dope concept that people were looking into getting into. And then for me, I think having the Orange Blossom Classic and not be a conference game is great. That because it's really been like, I don't like the structure of the game, it being like the first game and it's a conference game. So it puts you in the back of it puts you in the 8-ball position off the rip.
Gotta come with it.
You know what I'm saying? I personally do not like that. To me, that's like the Alabama and Auburn game, the Iron Bowl first in your schedule. Like, who does that? You know what I'm saying? So I don't like that, but I think having that game as I know it all counts as conference games, right? Everything counts as a conference game. So I don't like that. I just don't like that. Let me get this. I really do not like that. I'd rather have that later in the season for it to mean a lot more when it comes down to nitty and gritty. But that's just me. Hey, JB, what's up?
Hello, gentlemen. How y'all doing this evening?
Good.
Hey.
All right. Quick question for y'all. And I know that you guys are talking about the out of conference scheduling. I love it so much. Of course, I'm a very big fan of that stuff. Question for y'all too. Do y'all plan on going to any of these out of conference games? Because know that Incarnate Word, is at PV this year. Austin Peay's at Alabama and A&M. SFA is at Alcorn. I plan on going to the NDSU A&T game up in Fargo. I actually booked my hotel now for that game and whatnot. Are any of y'all planning to do like any kind of shows at any of these games, or y'all plan to go to any of these events?
That's a good question, JB, because if I'm being honest, that kind of makes people's points of why they don't do out of conference games, because nobody really looks to attend them. You know what I'm saying? But I think if I'm being honest, I'll be a whole buck with you. No, I'm not. I'm gonna be a whole buck with you.
Okay.
I would have liked to go into the A&T and North Dakota State game. I think that would have been dope, but that's just like a far trip. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a really far. I'm not banking like that right now. So that just ain't me. But I think my boy Blue might be going to one, but I'm definitely not. I'm trying to hit all the regional stuff. I'm trying to keep it regional. But I'll say this, and I'll promise you this: if FAM or any other SWAC school played Kennesaw State, I would go to that game because it's literally right down the street from me. So when I moved to Atlanta, so I would definitely shoot over there and go check a game out. What about you, Kof?
Absolutely. I'm not going to any of those games because FAMU's not in any of those games. But I will be following them closely.
What about North Carolina?
And watching the replays of those games.
What about North Carolina? FAMU in North Carolina.
I'm not going there. I'm not going to Chapel Hill. I'm not. It's meaningless. There's no real. I don't want to say that it's meaningless because obviously, if you do well and you compete, it does mean something. But it's not a conference game. It's 8 hours away, and I spent going this fall. I'm already planning to go to Orangeburg, Grambling, and Montgomery, plus Miami. So that's a lot. So Chapel Hill is just the odd game out. Now, had that been Kennesaw State, like you said, or a Mercer, or someone within that region, it'd be a definite yeah.
Okay. Hey, appreciate the call, JB.
No problem, gentlemen. You have it.
Appreciate it. So, he said, I'm not putting that up. He said, Kofi coming to the Berg.
I'm coming home, baby.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, so for me, like, damn, that's a good point, JB. I mean, because you're really making a lot of people's points of why, like it's not game.
People aren't really in it. There's no history there.
Yeah,
you have to have straight up diehard fans that are ready to go. I'm not a fan of Alabama State. I love them. They're in the conference in the SWAC, but I'm not going to see their game. I'm not. But I'm going to follow it closely and hope that Alabama State pulls it out and wins for the sake of the SWAC.
Now, I would go to this game. If I was in Texas, I would go to this game.
Incarnate Word?
No, North Texas versus Texas Southern.
Oh.
Yeah, I would definitely go to that game. Because that's a winnable game. I don't care. No, listen.
Okay.
This is a very winnable. If Andrew does what he does, if Andrew does what he did to Rice, to this team, they win the game. It's that winnable. It is a winnable game. I've watched North Texas for a long time. The Eagles, that's definitely a winnable game. But yeah, I'm interested to see if they'll pull off this SWAC conference. I heard that they wanted to add Atlanta, Clark Atlanta, the Atlanta market.
That would be huge. I mean, but I have yet to hear anything from Clark Atlanta in terms of their commitment. I know that they are progressive, that they're looking to try to go to that next level, but I haven't seen it. So until that happens, but I've heard from credible sources that they're looking to try to get up in there. And I think that would be great because I think that the SWAC basketball tournament would be better in Atlanta, even without Clark Atlanta.
Yeah, everything is better in Atlanta, if I'm being honest.
Absolutely.
It's just a black mecca. Like even though I know Birmingham is a beautiful city, listen,
it's nice.
It is pretty nice. And they got lights on their highways. I don't give a damn what nobody says. If you got neon lights on your highways, I think you're amazing. I just want to be very clear about that. So shout out to the construction crew committee of Birmingham. I thought that was absolutely amazing. In downtown Birmingham, like the highways got like neon lights on the side. That is so fire. It's so fire. Let me take this last caller. Hey, caller, you allowed to talk to us.
Fellas, what's going on? It's Gabriel from Memphis.
What's up?
What's going on, man?
I was just listening to y'all, about the SWAC Super Conference. Now that's pretty intriguing to me to have South Carolina State and TSU. I guess that's Tennessee State. I think that'll be super dope. And tell me what would y'all think about? I guess having some type of HBCU playoffs and then integrate. I guess turn that into the Celebration Bowl. That'll be dope. I think. Sir,
did you really just try to steal my idea and act like it was yours?
No. I didn't mean to make it sound like I was stealing your idea. I guess I was pretty much just piggybacking off of it though. But I think that will be smooth though, real smooth.
All right, we'll talk about it.
Bruh.
How many times have I said that on this channel?
You said it, but I think what's my man's name? Roland Martin basically confirmed the black product, and I think that we don't necessarily believe yet that is the way to go. But in terms of money, it would be a win-win deal. It would be a win-win scenario.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be able to get sponsors, and if you're going to do it, now is the time to do it.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna do it,
let me change this banner real quick.
Within the next 2 years would be the time to do it. You know, and then you'd have multiple SWAC teams, the MEAC, the CIAA, SIAC, and it'd be a win-win scenario.
This Bama gonna say yeah, but it didn't sound good until now. Y'all Bama's so phony, bro. I've been preaching. I can go back to. Let me get to these callers. Hey, what's up, Smash? Talk to me.
Hey, two things. I think that them grabbing South Carolina State would be a good deed. Should I say try to reach for Norfolk too, for real? Like since they're right there. Next thing, question, Kofi. By y'all missing out, by y'all losing y'all AD, honestly, how do you think that's gonna affect y'all sports all over this year? How do you think it's gonna affect? We're
gonna be fine. I mean, FAMU's gonna be fine. Now, my position has always been that the real commitment goes beyond the AD. The real commitment begins with the president. Now, as a FAMUan, as much as we're going to talk trash regardless, win, lose, draw, come close, blow your eye, FAMUans and Rattler Nation talks the most trash of any HBCU on the planet other than maybe Southern University. Maybe.
All right, the last thing. Do you have
No. Let me finish this out. All right. So quietly, we've been extremely mediocre. The only team that's really above board lately has been football and volleyball. Baseball is competitive, but at FAMU, it's championships or bust. But we haven't had like outright championships in a minute. We're not dominating necessarily anything. So, you know, you're going to see more of the same until we up our commitment from a financial standpoint. Our budget is too low for us to be who I believe we can be. And that begins with the president. That goes beyond Goshen, whoever's sitting in that seat.
You say y'all about to lose the president too, but he ain't coming back. So what about that? That's gonna be a less situation y'all in.
Look, when that happens, look, it's just gonna be like me. I mean, brand new day. Can't you feel a brand new day? Can't you feel a brand new day? Listen, we go. Obviously, you see Wiz, one of my favorite movies. But anyway, that's gonna be a plus because you're gonna have somebody in that seat that has a sincere value for athletics. And the only way you're going to excel as a school athletically is to have a president that backs the AD and backs the vision and wants to succeed and is willing to pour resources in that area. That's the only way to happen.
Okay. I was just sitting looking at the options. I know sometimes without an AD, or even a good interim, things can crumble. You got a whole season to go through.
It's not gonna crumble. It's not gonna crumble. I promise you, it ain't gonna crumble.
Listen, it can't be no worse. It can't be no worse than your AD hiring bad coaches. But we won't talk about that. Until next time, appreciate the call, Smash.
We still kick ass.
You really don't. You really don't. Everybody that boy hire other than Dooley has been bad. You really don't. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Scotty, what's up, man?
What's your name? Where you calling from? What's good?
This is Robert, man, calling from Batesville, Mississippi, South Panola. So, man, here's my thing. I'm a graduate of Alcorn State University, right?
Mm-hmm.
Played ball there. And the difference in HBCUs and we say NFL, let's keep it real. The only reason the Jackson State or the only reason Deion is getting these recruits is because of his name. You got to think about it. Look at the coaching. There's no coaching. There's no strength and conditioning. My high school, I don't know if you guys know anything about Mississippi football, but my high school was ranked number 1 in the nation. But I told you, and we went so far behind when I got to Alcorn. So, what do you think about that?
Okay, so what's your I'm going to disagree with you on the strength and conditioning because Deion didn't get a full season to strength and condition his last, you know what I'm saying? Because you went literally, it was COVID, then he went to spring ball, and then he went right into fall ball. So he didn't really have a time to do strength and conditioning. So I can't really speak on his strength and conditioning methods because he didn't get a chance to do that. So that wouldn't be fair on my part.
Man,
what's up?
Think about it. Look at the asses on those linemen, right? Deion's a good recruit, but it's no strength and conditioning coaches. I'm a personal trainer, right? I'm a certified personal trainer.
Okay.
And if you compare Ole Miss to Jackson State, that's the difference. All these players are coming from Power 5 conferences, but they're not developing. The reason our Ole Miss Jackson State is because of the strength and conditioning. That's why Alabama is at the level they're at.
Negative.
Think about it, man.
Negative.
Negative.
I'm not. I'll say this. Hold on. Time out. Okay. You're telling half truths right now, right? Because you're talking about a lot of those players are highly developed. That's why they're ranked 4 and 5 stars. So you already have to talk about the skill that they already have, right? So there's not a lot of I've talked to other college coaches. They tell you straight up, there's not a lot of time to develop players in college because there's classes, there's study hall, there's practice, and then compliance. You have a lot of things. So you don't really have all the time in the world to really coach up a lot of players. So that's why you get a lot of players who
it's like I'm a trainer, right? That's what I do for a living. It's not half the players wouldn't know how to do a power or a hang clean. And when you're talking about NFL, and look at Tony Gray. Look at his body composition. Like, you got to understand, like, these players are not being developed. Yeah, I mean, because it's obvious when you look at it. If you look at an Alabama player's legs and then you look at a Psych player's leg, you will see the proportion side is, the proportion is off. Like, they're not built. Okay. They're not training.
But nope. Okay. Well, okay. That's like, let me ask you a question, right? What you're doing right now is you're looking at it through a lens that most people don't look at it. That's one, because most people aren't personal trainers, right? So if I told you, if I brought you into a server room and I'm like, look at the way that they have these cords and cables, they don't look like this, and they don't look, you wouldn't know what that looks like. You wouldn't know the standard of what it's supposed to look like. So now you're looking at me like, Scotty, like, I don't see nothing wrong. Everything's working in here. But you're looking at it through a lens that most people don't see it through. You know what I'm saying? Leg composition and body composition. Okay, granted, got it. But at the same time, you also have to factor the resources to get that, right? So you're talking about Alabama University of Alabama with, off the charts nutrition program. You're talking, they probably got stuff in there where they can put a mask on a kid and see how much oxygen he takes out when he runs and how much he needs to sleep. There's just different levels to this, man. So I'm not saying that they're not doing, you can't say what Jackson State.
And that's what I'm saying, different levels. And I'm saying then they got to target that level. Because even if Texas Southern plays North Texas, I guarantee you that their program is going to be structured better. Just like saying build a foundation, you got to build the foundation for that. Like, if you don't, like, come on now.
How about this? Since you let me say this.
You can't run the ball.
No. Since you so good, take your ass to Alcorn State and help them with their defensive line, because them Bama's small as hell. Go down there and help your team.
And that's what I said.
Didn't you do that?
You're absolutely right.
You do that, okay? You talking all this mess about what Jackson State ain't doing and what this team ain't doing. Take your ass down to Alcorn and get them to get some bigger D linemen, okay? Say that. do that. So, he says you got all the answers. Who's over there looking like seniors? Hey, caller, you know how to talk to me.
Yeah, I was listening to the guy about the sizes of the players and the strength of coaching and whatever. And I had to disagree with him a little bit. And I noticed that, like in the Celebration Bowl, South Carolina State, to me, that was the best showcase of defense I had seen all season. And they outmuscled every position that Jackson State. They just outmuscled everybody. So it all goes back to the coaching, and you can actually build up strength and conditioning without all the fancy equipment that the D1 schools have, like Alabama and Tennessee's of the world or whatever. But at the same time, they're all PWIs that are at the same level of Jackson State and whatever, like the MAC. They're in the same situation. So you can't just paint that on HBCUs. That's all I wanted to chime in. This is As We Awaken.
Okay, let me help you out though. I think you're. Yeah. I'm not saying that. Listen. You got to understand all the stuff that was happening behind the scenes between Jackson State and South Carolina State. They took that game very personally because of all the disrespect they were getting all of the weekend of. You know what I'm saying? Like I talked when I was at the spring game, I talked to a lot of the players and they were like, Scotty, like you really don't understand like how disrespectful they were being. You know what I'm saying? So they took that game really like that game was this like if you wanted to know a poster child of what bulletin board material looks like for a team, that was that game. That's what that game meant for South Carolina State.
They were like what 6-5 and nobody gave them a chance on nothing but you.
You know what I'm saying? I just still want to talk about how great that was.
On the record, we tried to warn the people. They didn't want to listen.
And I was with it too because I'm looking at all the hype. And I went back and looked at South Carolina State's play and all that kind of stuff. And I'm looking at, because I've worked with NFL recruiting too. When I looked at South Carolina's defense, I peeped at least 6-7 dudes ready for the lead. Jackson State had 2 or 3 of them, but that defense was on point. And maybe that, like you said, that fire that they played with, but they outmuscled them. Technique, fundamentals was down on defense. It was fantastic. The running back to South Carolina, they just outmuscled. They had more power. So they just had a different training system. And I recall Dion saying at one point, hey, he was on Instagram, we need some strength and conditioning coaches to come down here and help us. Because that's not Dion's spiel.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
It's all about
Alabama's giving. I don't want to talk. I don't want to give a team excuses they got their ass whooped. I'm not giving a team excuses that flat out got their ass whooped. Because if they would have won the game by 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, or whatever, they wouldn't have been saying no strength and conditioning, nothing. So miss me with that. God damn. Strength and conditioning. I want to talk about the strength and conditioning guy. But no, man. God dang, man. Y'all you're just making shit up. Strength and conditioning. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
No. Hey. They made me come on here because they sitting there because they'll talk too much nonsense, especially the dude that talked about he went to Alcorn. He need to go to Alcorn and help Alcorn with their strength and conditioning. This dude just sitting there just lying. Just sitting there lying, just talking about they ain't in the I know you could contest to this because you know Nugget personally. Nugget is 10 times bigger than what he was when he got there.
Yeah, his dad just.
Am I lying?
Yeah, you ain't lying.
And they got 2 strength coaches over there, and they both came from FBS. They came from FBS to FCS. The strength coach that used to be at South Carolina State, oh, he's very good. Because I do strength and conditioning, so I follow all these strength and conditioning coaches. So I see what South Carolina's doing in the weight room. South Carolina State, I see what they're doing. Just because they may not have all the bells and whistles, but they're putting the work in because they got weights. They don't have the University of Alabama stuff, but they got weights. So they got sleds.
So
they got ropes.
So you seen South Carolina State's workouts? Because you say you be there.
Hell yeah.
So you've been there. So you actually seen them work out?
No. They got an Instagram page.
Oh, okay.
When they post all their workouts.
Got you.
They post everything they doing in the weight room. And the guy that's at Alabama State got an Instagram page, and they post everything they do in the weight room.
Well, Alabama State took South Carolina State's strength and conditioning coach. So
yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And he got more stuff to offer being at Alabama State than he had at South Carolina State. So these people that want to talk about strength and conditioning, go to the school and sit down and watch what their strength coaches are doing before you sit there and open your mouth. Because I have done it. I've been down to Ole Miss and watched what they do in the weight room.
Thank you so much, Coach Green. Appreciate it for the insight.
All right.
All right, man. Oh, my God, man. Listen, those last three callers are just, wow. I mean, A1 guys. All right, man. This is going to be my last. This is going to be my last question. Oh, Jesus freaking Christ. Okay.
All right, come on.
All right, man. Listen, bro. When they were playing the SWAC championship, South Carolina State was on, I think, Thanksgiving break. So they weren't in the office. And then, no, I think the week before they were on break. And then the SWAC championship happened. And then the coaches weren't even in the office because they were recruiting. And then the next week they came back in the office for the week of the Celebration Bowl. So if we're being a whole buck, they probably had like a week and a half of preparation. They didn't have a month of preparation. They actually had 3 weeks off, yes, but they didn't have a month of preparation. And Bama still got your butt whipped. So, oh my gosh,
they didn't have a month.
What's up?
They had 3 weeks off, yes, but they didn't have a month of preparation.
Oh, good. Okay, cool. All right, Kofi. Any last words before we get up out of here? I'm closing the call lines down.
Don't be mad at the people, man. Don't be mad at the people.
And Bama just be in here calling for stuff. Oh, it's me down here in Batesville, Mississippi. I just want to tell you, oh my God. Oh, I'm from Alcorn and I'm a strength and conditioning trainer, but I won't go down there and help them with their strength and conditioning. And they don't have no big guys. And what? Like, bro, go down there and help your school out.
Right. Well, you know, I think I'm going to close with this. HBCUs and our fans and constituents, we need to understand what all in really means. And because I kept hearing on these calls, people comparing HBCUs to Power 5 schools. And right now, there is absolutely no comparison in terms of resources. Okay, we're shorthanded. You know, even if you just go and look at the budgets, you know, just in FCS, and then compare those budgets to what the University of Alabama is operating with on an athletic budget.
Mm-hmm.
And there you have, it's a leap, and then there's a quantum leap. What Alabama has, what Texas have, what those schools have is limitless. And we need to step our games up. We need to think about what we're doing, what we want, and take it from there, man, because the resources are there. We spend more than anybody else, but we're not investing in the right areas. All right. So this can be done. Other than that, man, look, I'm looking forward to the fall now. We're almost there. You know, what is this? This is April, so May, June, bruh, we're going to be there. So you're going to be looking forward. I want to say even with the transfer portal, that's going to be active within the next month or so. There's going to be some surprises. So I'm looking forward to that as well, man. Looking forward to it. So let's go.
Yeah, this Thursday, NFL draft, Thursday to Sunday, I believe, or Thursday to Saturday. I think it's Thursday to Saturday. Make sure you guys tune in. Make sure some of your favorite players might get drafted. Make sure you guys support. And if one of your guys get drafted or any HBCU player get drafted, make sure you show them some love on Twitter. Add them. You know what I'm saying? Do what you can. Show them some love. You know what I'm saying? They worked hard, represented your school well, represented the community well of the HBCU community. So just give them that support. My thing is this, guys. Listen, man. I'm going to say this. And I'm going to always say this. First of all, stop stealing my shit. Okay? Like, don't come on here talking about some, oh, yeah, Scotty, I think it'll be really great if we did a playoff. Like, bro, but what? Bama, I've been preaching that for the last 8 months. I've been preaching playoffs. So don't come in here trying to act like you the new hotness on the block talking about, oh yeah, Scotty, I think we should do playoffs. Like, no, stop it. Okay, stop it. Don't do that. Second of all, man, listen, if you're gonna come in here, understand what is FBS and what is FCS. Okay, the MAC is not an FCS program. It's not an FCS conference. All right, stop. Like, come on, man. If you're gonna just start bringing up stuff, understand that. And my third point is this: stop with the Power 5 comparisons. Stop it, man. Like, you keep trying to bring up, oh, Alabama has this and Ole Miss has this and I've seen this at that. There are so many factors to what they have. It just is different. You're talking about highly developed players at a high level. All right. I'm not saying that there's no highly developed players, because a lot of players fall through the cracks for HBCUs that should have been 3 or 4 star players, but they didn't get the recognition. They came out of small towns and all that type of stuff. So I'm not telling you that your skill talent is not there, but you have to understand the thing HBCU schools need to focus on is development. Okay. You got to develop what you get. All right. So, Mr. Strength and Conditioner, take your happy ass down to Alcorn and help your alma mater, since you got all the bright ideas. Okay. It shouldn't matter if they don't pay you. It shouldn't matter. You're a personal trainer for a living. Should not matter. You should go there for the summer or every other day or however you want to do it. Volunteer or whatever to get your school in a position you think it should be there, since you got all the bright ideas. Okay. I just want to make that very clear. So, and to each his own. So Wednesday, Kofi, you got the bowling strike zone, strike and bowl, bowling strike, baby.
It's the ONG strike zone.
It's what I say. It's what I say it is.
On 8:00 on Wednesday, it's gonna be off the chain. See, you be messing people up and about to have me talking about bowling. It's ONG strike zone, 8 p.m. on Wednesday. Join us. It's gonna be hot.
Y'all got some gossip coming through. You got some gossip.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good.
Hey man, because we trying
quite
to get
informative.
We trying to go back to back. We trying to go.
It's gonna be back to back because we too close.
Hey man, we trying to get them. Hey, Sweep, get them brooms out. Get them brooms out. Get them brooms out. Man, listen, Zay Bowden, because he's a big Kevin Durant phone.
KD, calm down, bro. Calm down. For real. No, he does this all the time, and you just really shouldn't have left Golden State as it was anyway. All right, but calm all that down. It's gonna be all right.
Hey Zay, this for you, bro. Put your left hand up, hey, that's for you, Zay, because I know you a Kevin Durant fan. That one's for you, and I'm gonna clip it and I'm gonna at you on it. That's how real I am with mine. Hey, let's get it. Get him up out of there. Get him up out of there. Don't you ever compare. Don't you ever fix your lips to say Kevin Durant is better than LeBron James. You better stop it, sir. But yeah, make sure y'all tune into the Bowling Strike Zone on Wednesdays, 8:00, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you can catch it at. Anything else, Kofi, before we get up out of here?
No, sir, man. You're awesome, man. You're off the chain and everything. I love the Family Feud. I love the creativity. Loved all the things and just the wonderful discussion we had, man. It's absolutely amazing.
Hey man, we might have to really do a realistic like Family Feud one day. I'm gonna try to see if I can make that happen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, with the buzzers and everything. Yeah, that'd be dope. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But hey man, listen, until next time, you know what we gonna do? We gonna holler. God bless.